everyone's just like getting happy.
So, how is this? Exactly. Once we go to the classroom, I don't think there'll be any footage. I don't think. Maybe a little bit of audio footage, but most likely not. I'll just get the footage from Kuma and just edit that in. Because, why not? Same goes for that early lecture yesterday. But of course, we will get the. Of course, we will get footage for the tour. Just, I guess it's good for me because I can save my battery for later, which is good. Maybe I bring my charger, so at least I remember to bring my charger today, so that's good. It may not look like Harvard, but it is. These aren't the gates, but so yeah, we may get footage. If not, we'll tell you how it goes. So yeah, not even a thank you. That's real nice. That's real nice. That is real nice, lady. What you go through, not even a thank you. People these days. It's only. Was it 9:40? Is it really 9:40 already? So it's like 20 minutes before the economics class even starts. Still got money, which is good. I'm ready for dinner and maybe even a souvenir, although I already have I bought something yesterday. Those playing cards. Yeah.
I defended the British for you. Glad I was the second.
I know, right? These are the gates of Harvard University. These are the gates of Harvard. And don't worry, we will go on the tour. It's just until 11:30. Well, most of us are probably just gonna go to sleep because it's a lecture, and no one's gonna go to college here. None of us anyway. None of us are gonna actually take a class. Here,
Oh, really?
Billy?
Are you vlogging?
Yep.
I thought you were just talking to yourself for a second there.
Nah. We already know what's going to come up here. I mean, it's a real privilege to be up here at Harvard because, what are the odds, What are the odds that, 16, 17, 18-year-olds get a chance to sit at an actual class at Harvard? What are the odds of that, I mean, it's a real privilege and an honor. Oh, no one's going to go here. We already know. I mean, we're smart, but not Harvard smart, You see, we're trying to save our money. And besides, these Ivy League schools are so expensive, they're probably, I don't know what. Total shot in the dark, $30,000 a year. So, no, that's already over $100,000 for 4 years. That's happening. Not with the money we have. Yep. And don't worry, you'll see all this stuff here when we go on the tour of Harvard a little later. Yeah, it really is nice to be out of school for a little while, I mean, it's nice to be away from, your world. It's nice, no offense, it's nice to be away from parents and drama at school for a little while and just come out and travel, because I don't really travel that often, but yeah, We'll be able to see these gates a little later with a tour and stuff like that. But yeah, looks like this is it, I think. Yep, so we will catch you guys with the tour.
We move it, Mr. Martin.
Here we move.
Jump off the balcony and
Yeah.
Yeah, the Marines can go downstairs. Jump. Marine.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what convenience.
Yeah. There's a pocket inside a pocket. No, it's on the other side. It's on the other side. There's a pocket inside a pocket. That's the kind of stuff we have now.
Let me look on my cell phone. Very interesting. You brought back a lot of stuff that I because you don't use it, you kind of lose it. You know, like get afraid of it.
I know.
I wish you had known. You said it was going to be open for us. I would have been
Yeah.
I would have been up there. But say, you sure you ain't in this class?
Yeah.
We went to the bathroom. What?
I know. I need to stretch first of all.
It's good. You bring back a lot of stuff. Oh, it's with you.
But it's not one thing I expected. I just wanted to motivate why. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, I actually have a question about whether you want to do that blue or just go early and go now.
We just have 3 bags, so we only need 2. On the bus, he said 2. I was like, Martin, and then on top of that, he was like, you guys need to get your shit together. I was like, you're not lying.
Oh yeah, you're savage.
Yo, I was telling you some guys.
Carpenter was mad.
Yeah. Purple team was like, what are you doing? He's like, you idiot. He's like,
Oh no, come on,
Martin just roasted Annie and the whole thing. Like, get your shit together, idiots.
Shut up. Why? Who?
Because they left the bag. No, they forgot a bag.
Oh, they left it?
Yeah.
Where?
Behind the bag.
They had both of them.
They needed one more. They needed 3.
We need to make profit. We need profit.
He was like, what are you doing?
For real?
Yeah.
You really?
Oh, I didn't even hear him.
That's what he said when you were trying to talk to the guy. Can we? I said, where the bathroom? We started a whole chain reaction because he asked the guy where the bathroom was, and that guy didn't know.
That guy didn't, so you had the guy's front.
I was like,
It's like,
he
what?
started a whole thing.
Aren't you like, oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, look what he did.
Like,
I was like, yeah, no.
think I would actually get tired from listening to somebody.
What if we went to like the entire classroom, like nobody knew what the classroom was?
Bro, I yawned 4 times. I was like,
You what?
but if anybody fell asleep, they would have got me one idea.
Yeah.
It would have been terrible.
Yeah, I was just. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do.
The people, yeah, I think he did actually. I saw him building on. The people in the
Yeah, I started shaking my
guy that I
legs.
just had my eye on. So he just did not give a fuck. He was just on his phone texting people the entire
Yeah.
I was thinking I was on thing. It's like raising up a reporter.
Bing. Really?
No, I think
Really?
it's not.
Bing.
If you using
You use Google. Anyway.
You trying to let him do?
Yeah, let me put it in simple terms for you.
That water world thing was interesting though. That water world part, that was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing that caught my eye, honestly. Everything else, nah. That water world thing. We'll show you in a little bit. We'll be back in a sec.
That's all right. No way. Bags. Oh, no way. I heard someone say grab 2 bags.
That's all I did.
You know what? It's okay. You're right. I can get that to her later. But I'll stay out of the bag.
I'm about to stay out of the bag business too. I gotta.
No. Well, I was just thinking, because yeah, she's going to be here. I'll trade that out to the president. I feel for you. I heard you writing about Jenny's. I figured this. Well, actually, Jenny's done because she got her. Jenny was the.
Talk about another dog.
Yeah, I just. I thought the same lady stood up with him. Well, she was. I thought she was originally going to do it. And she said she was first.
They told us to come around for what? For 2 minutes.
No, I know what it was. The thing with Jenny was I can join that. Yeah.
So the bookstore we went to yesterday at, which I believe was BU, they had 5 levels. I'm like, what is this? Seriously, if you come out here and go to Boston, to the BU bookstore, they literally have 5 levels. This is Harvard Hall right here. One of the classroom settings of one of the most famous, probably one of the most prestige universities in the country. One of the oldest, first opened in 1634. You can see on the back here. It's Harvard Hall.
Alright, so hey guys, this is Jenny, as you met yesterday. She's going to do you on the tour, and you want to take over?
How was class?
It was awesome.
Interesting.
They actually stayed awake the whole time.
We did.
You guys are one up with me. I've never been to class at Harvard, so. All right, well, welcome to Harvard Yard. So Harvard, as you know, is actually one of our oldest universities in the United States. It was originally called New College, and it was originally created for clergymen. They changed the name in 1639 to be named after their benefactor, John Harvard. So you'll see Harvard pop up a lot. There's Harvard Street, Harvard Ave, Harvard Square, Harvard College. There's been a lot of famous people you guys have probably heard of who have gone through Harvard, including 8 of our U.S. presidents, including President Obama, former President Obama. There's been 8 of the signers for the U.S. Declaration of Independence, 8 of them, including John Hancock, all went to Harvard College. 130 Nobel Prize winners have gone to Harvard. Lots of billionaires, including Bill Gates, went to Harvard. So yeah, a lot of famous people that you guys have probably heard of passed through these doors, and you guys have also joined them now, sitting in on class at Harvard and being here on these grounds. There's a lot of history here. It's obviously an Ivy League school, so it's very prestigious. They only actually accept, on average, about 7.2% of their applicants, and about 80% of those are out of state. So you guys already have a leg up because none of you guys are from here. That being said, once you're in, they really don't want people to flunk out or leave. Only 2% of their students actually flunk out ever in the history of Harvard, so that's really, really low. Yeah, I mean, my husband went here, he took a class on dogs, so once you're in, they say that's the hardest part, is just getting accepted. They do also have the largest endowment of any university in the world. So in 2011, that was about $32 billion endowment, which is basically all their alumni donators giving money to the college to kind of keep it running, keep the programs going. Right now, it's up to, I think, about like $38 billion with a B. It's a lot of money, right? You guys are the finance students, so you get that part. So that being said, this is a great place to start our tour. So this gate right here was actually the first gate that was erected here at Harvard. It was constructed in 1889 to 1890. It was constructed after Samuel Johnston, who was a student who went to Harvard, class of 1855. Wait a second.
All right. Boston Fire.
Yeah, I used to live basically straight that way. Yeah, 10-minute walk that way. Alright. So something you'll notice about this Johnston gate is that it has the really big gate open in the middle, right? And then there's 2 little walkways on either side. So the reason being is that the legend of this gate with Harvard is that you can only ever walk through the gate twice. Once being when you first enter Harvard, and once upon graduating as you leave Harvard. So there's the whole myth of you'll be jinxed if you go through extra time. So you'll find a lot of students, they won't walk through that gate. They'll actually walk through the entrances on either side instead of going actually through the gate. Where you guys just took class, it was in this one, right? Harvard Hall? Yeah. Nice. Yep. So we got Harvard Hall and then we have Massachusetts Hall. So Massachusetts Hall over here is actually the 2nd oldest university building in the country. The oldest is actually at a college in Virginia. Anyone want to take a guess? Virginia? No? No? What'd you say? Camden? No. William and Mary. So the oldest dorm building still standing is actually at William and Mary. It's called Wren Hall. 2nd oldest in the country is Massachusetts Hall. So it was originally built as dormitory buildings. Now it's more of like the office of the president, vice president, admissions, things like that. And then the 4th floor is still dormitories for some of the freshmen. It opened in 1720, so that's kind of dating back to the 2nd oldest in the country. What would have been the oldest is actually Harvard Hall, right here. So Harvard Hall would have been the oldest building, but it actually burnt down in, I think, 1670. Let me just fact check myself real fast. Yes, burned down in 1764 is when it burned down. So it originally opened 1677, so it would have been the oldest, but then in 1764 it burnt down. They lost everything. When it was originally opened, it was actually the original library of Harvard College. So when it burned down, we'd lost almost all of the library. They lost 4,500 of the 5,000 books that they had in that library. They lost the only picture that existed of John Harvard, the founder of the college. So when that burned down, they lost it all. Then it actually was John Hancock. So when the library burned down, John Hancock and Thomas Hollis, another kind of big benefactor of the college, they actually rebuilt the library. They did all the donations and stuff, kind of regrouped, got all these books and everything back together, along with Ben Franklin, who got a lot of more like scientific equipment to kind of make it safer, try to prevent more fires. When it was reconstructed, the roof was actually a lead roof. However, fast forward a few more years, the Revolutionary War, 1775, George Washington and troops actually came through here and they needed ammunition, right? So they took the lead roof, made it into bullets, and that became part of the Revolutionary War. So now there's a new roof on there today. During the Revolutionary War as well was actually the only time in history that they temporarily closed down Harvard. So they actually had all the students taking classes out in Concord, which I think you guys will see later, right, Lexington area. So they sent all the students out to Concord, Massachusetts to go to class there. They temporarily shut down the Harvard University right here where you're standing to allow George Washington and his soldiers to live here in the dormitories during the war. That's where he took the bullets from the roof. Right down. Yeah. So that's kind of history of these buildings. So now this one is more classrooms, not the library. You'll see the library in a moment right across the way. And that's going to be offices kind of coming through the gate. So we'll head straight down. We'll head to this John Harvard statue down here. This is one of the more well-known and photographed statues. It's actually the third most popular and third most photographed statue in the U.S. We want to take a guess what's the most popular statues? Lincoln Memorial is the second. Yep, Statue of Liberty is the first. Third is this one right here. The statue of John Harvard, known as the founder of Harvard. It's also known as the statue's 3 lies, because there are 3 big lies that are engraved on the statue. One of which is that it's not actually a statue of John Harvard. As we learned that when Harvard Hall Library burned down, so did the one picture that existed of John Harvard, the founder of Harvard. So without a picture, when they wanted to construct the statue, they didn't have any pictures of him, so they didn't know what he looked like. Because at this point, this is really about him. So the sculptor just had his apprentice sit in, and they just used him to get the details of his head. So look at that. That actually could be completely not at all what John Harvard looks like. Second thing is that John Harvard is not actually the founder of Harvard. It was actually founded by the Massachusetts Bay Colony. John Harvard simply gave the most money, and so they renamed the college Harvard College after him. The third lie is that Harvard was not founded in 1638. Go ahead, not 1908. 1638 is what it says it was founded. It was actually founded in 1636, as we know, by the Massachusetts Bay Colony. In 1638, essentially when John Harvard, died, left all of his, or about half of his estate, and all of his books and everything to Harvard College, or then New College. So they decided to rename it Harvard College. It was renamed in 1638 after John Harvard. So that's why the statue says founded by John Harvard 1638. Technically neither is true. That being said, the big kind of myth that people like to do is you'll notice he has that one foot where people like to take pictures. It's a gold foot. So the whole theory is that if you rub his gold foot, you can get good luck. So feel free to do that. If you want to take any pictures. You want to rub the foot?
Yeah, we I know. I got it. No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. That was probably the most awkward thing I've ever done in my life. Doing that with a complete stranger. What? I know these pictures. I know these people were taking pictures of me. Like, what? Who are you? I know. No regrets. No regrets.
Yeah, you
I know you can. I know y'all can see, but I was doing. You could hear it though. But yo, like, I don't know. Like 6 people were taking freaking pictures. I was like, okay. I guess people either A, must know about me, or B, are just plain weird. You know. I'll take it though. I'll take it though. You know. You could hear him though. So it's fine. You're probably thinking to yourself, if you're in a situation like, okay, this probably be the last time maybe walking through these things. I mean, this is my second time here at Harvard, so yeah. Almost at our next stop anyway, so we're just gonna keep going. I got good luck. I'm especially gonna need good luck because fourth quarter's coming. What is it? Fourth quarter begins Tuesday, as of the time it's being recorded anyway. Tuesday.
Is it Steven or Chris? Steven or Chris?
Which one?
Yeah,
The one that ruined me?
No, what is your name?
Matt.
Matt. I knew I was calling you Steven. Matt. I'm sorry.
Chris Traitley roomed with me.
Oh,
That's probably what you're thinking of. Well, at least I got good luck before graduation, so that's a plus.
What'd you say?
At least I got good luck before graduation.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I think I'm
You
gonna
will.
need
You'll be blessed.
it. Yes. Blessed by the golden shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget the shoe. We'll just take the gold.
Tell me.
Chris, hey guys, come on up here.
Alright, so what you're standing in front of right here is called Widener Library. So it's named after Harry Elkins Widener. It was kind of donated and created. His mother did that after he passed away. Harry Widener was a rare book collector. He owned 3,300 copies of various rare books. He actually died on the Titanic. Him and his parents were on the Titanic. They were heading home after being out abroad traveling and searching for more rare books. They got on the Titanic to go home. We all know what happened there. Harry and his dad both drowned. They died on the Titanic. His mom survived. So when his mom survived, she took all of his rare books donated, because he had gone to Harvard, and donated them to what is now Widener Library. That being said, she put a couple of stipulations upon her donation, one of which is that she didn't want anyone to share the fate of her son, meaning she didn't want anyone to drown. So she said that all students who went to Harvard had to pass a swim test. That no longer exists because it was deemed unfair for students with disabilities and things like that, but originally in the day, that was a case. Another stipulation is that she didn't want anyone to come in with more books or more money and make a bigger donation and change the name of Widener Library to, the Mike Martin Library. You got some, whatever covers cereal boxes. So she put in her stipulation that they could never do any sort of construction to change any stone of the Widener Library. So you'll notice that's why a lot of the steps are built off, because they don't want people sitting there, stepping on them. They don't want any sort of construction. So when it was construction, it goes up about 6 floors above ground, but as they started to outgrow the space, they started to develop underground. So it actually is a 10-story library, 6 above ground, 4 floors below ground. The library consists of 50 miles worth of shelves. It has over 2 million books inside the library. And underground, it actually extends all the way to Memorial Church behind us. That steeple right there. The library goes all the way to underground. It is the largest academic library, so the largest library of any university in the country, and it is the 3rd largest library in the U.S., 3rd largest library of any library. Anyone want to take a guess? What's the biggest library? Somewhere in D.C.? Library of Congress. Second one actually is now, recently overtook this one, is the Boston Public Library. So Boston Public Library is now the 2nd largest. That's in the past few years though. So this is now the 3rd largest. There's rumors with the whole underground library that there's these underground tunnels where they can move around as well. So when people like President Obama come to speak, that he doesn't have to just walk around through, all his security, that he actually travels through all the underground tunnels to get from various buildings. I don't know for sure if that's true. I like to believe it because I think it's cool. But that is a theory I've been told more than once. But yeah, so this is the library open for students only. So Memorial Church will head over that way.
Okay.
Straight ahead.
Students only. Alright, so I told you that. Hey, mama, right? Huh? Yeah, that's after the
This is Memorial Church at Harvard College. Originally where Memorial Church stands was what was called Appleton Chapel. It originally started as a small chapel for prayer service that was held every day. Over the years, they vastly outgrown that space, so they reconstructed what is now Memorial Church. So this was built in honor of so many people that love sandwiches. This is also where they hold commencement. So in the spring, they do this graduation right here. Across the steps is what they use for the stage. They set all the parents right there. Come up, come up, tap, and stop.
Oh, we already got a photographer there.
Hey, Todd, you want to do that? We probably jump up on the steps. And then we'll go. Guys, follow me. Come on, let's go.
Going on a bit.
All right?
I'm trying to think and see what little lines are. Oh, I was about to walk that way. I was funnier. I'm fun looking, but you know what?
Like, what?
I can say it. He responds to it.
I'm so glad I decided to vlog in Boston.
What do you need Martin for?
His middle name is not Aquinas. All right, just as a, just as some advice. His middle name is not Aquinas. I don't even know what his middle name is. So.
Oh my god, you're so nasty. It's just Bond. Oh my god, that was really bad. Let me see what Andy's thinking. No, that was. Oh my god, I don't know what I did.
1997. Yeah.
I know it says Bond. Hello, I didn't read it.
Of course not. What? I know. Now I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad that we don't have any food trucks at our school. I really am. Like, but then again, you know, everybody could skip, but worth it.
Wednesday they have food truck Wednesday. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not bad. Going on for like 2 years.
So right here we have the Science Center. So that's a lot of classrooms, lecture halls, laboratories, some professors' offices, things like that. Those have received money. It was built in 1972. The person who donated the money, actually the same person couldn't have the Polaroid camera. So with that being said, it's such that if you were to look at it from an aerial view of the sky, the kind of the way it lays out is meant to look like a Polaroid camera. Inside also houses the first ever that church building behind you is actually not us kind of behind the Science Center. So this side is just a lot more of like classrooms and stuff. The yard has a lot more of like the dorms and the libraries and things of that nature. So here we'll head back straight through and see you guys over to the bookstore.
Hey.
Please do.
No, I mean, Dad let us go to these gates because you know what happens? They gonna jinx us. I'm telling you. Watch, I know at least one of us. Ah! What? No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, jinx yourself. I'm not.
If you go here, Jasmine, are you gonna go here?
I'm not.
Go here.
Your dad go here.
Yeah. Come back to the office.
Oh, what's this? What is this? Cambridge Science Festival, April 13th through the 22nd. What? Land's bike. Look at all these bikes. All the bikes. So many bikes you can't even keep count of how many there are. Like seriously. Oh my god, there really is all them bikes. Oh my god. All them bikes.
All these banks, Bingle.
All these
Cambridge
bikes.
Savings Bank, Bank of America.
Bank
All
of
these
America.
banks, all these bikes.
All these
What's
bikes.
going on?
I don't know. They're trying to save their money up in here.
Trying to save their money, trying to save their feet. Got the bikes,
Got the
banks.
bike, got the bikes, got the banks. And what else do they got?
What else do they got?
I think we graduated at the same time.
Yes.
Graduation.
Yes.
We released Charm mixtape, we released solo mixtapes. We just put so much.
I still need to make mine. I've been so busy with life. I still need to make.
Above the wave.
I've been so busy with life. I still need to make mine. That's alright though.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's alright. Still got another like 2 months.
Yo, what else are we doing?
Where's we going? Oh, there we go. Oh.
That black man, you saw the kids. Said he was chocolate. I
LHS all the LHS all the way. I'm just kidding. Nah, no, I'm not. No regrets. Alright, that's just it. Boston Delight. We're going to go to the bookstore.
Welcome to the coop.
Hey.
Welcome to the coop.
Welcome to the coop. This is the coop. What do you got these? 9.5, 6.5. Nice. I can actually get one of these.
But we got a panda.
Got a panda.
It's so expensive.
I know. I might get one of those notebooks. These hats. $30 for a small. See, this is why you don't really buy anything up in here. $30 for a small hat. Yeah, that's nice. $30 for a small. What? How about these shirts though? These look kind of nice. $50 for a small. I just think I won't. I gotta tell you something. Not that.
This ain't our section. We gotta find the Clarence.
I'm sorry, that's what Clarence is where it's at. I don't know.
Yo, I gotta tell you something. This is the exact place where Stephen Morris got his Outcast poster. Outcast. Yes, he actually got an Outcast poster here at the Coop 2 years ago when we were last here. Yeah, no. We're still just as surprised as you are. What's the price on this? I can't find it. It's probably expensive though. Oh, here's a tag. Here's a price tag. Yeah, fit. Oh, okay, it's reasonable. XL. Yeah. $50 for what? $50 for a small. Look at that. $50 for a small. Ain't no way. Nobody gonna pay $50 for a small. Ain't no way anybody gonna pay $50 for a small. Wait, what?
Bro, I think it's the same exact thing. It's just, oh
No,
no.
no, it's different. It's actually this one. It's actually this one.
Oh my god.
Wait, don't you have the gray one too? Who has the gray one?
No. Oh my. Oh yeah, here it is. 40.
Damn,
Oh my
really
god.
large,
They
bro.
so expensive though.
Okay,
40.
Let's see how medium a medium is.
$40. Man, these people love to get the money.
No, they'll see you at $40.
I think I might just get a notebook, honestly. I could just. Well, here's an extra small. I don't know if it would fit me though. But at least, hey, there's an extra small right here. I'm not sure how cheap they are. Smells like $50. Extra small. Oh no, that's a mess. $40 for an extra small. $40. 40 for an extra small. No. I think I might. Maybe. Zip hoods. Zip hoods. Oh yeah, they got a t-shirt. Like 41. Hey, extra large 1998. Hey, that's a little more reasonable. Here's the XXL 27.98. Now we're getting reasonable. Now we're getting reasonable here. Now we're actually getting reasonable. 19.98 for a small. That's not bad. How much money do I have? Like, well, got two things. Good notebook and some pens. Oh, a snack though. Probably expensive though. Yeah, $15.98. Yep. Just like I thought. Expensive. Already got some stuff anyway. I don't know where I'd put it though. Just a notebook and some pens. It's like 6.25%. Massachusetts.
That's okay.
I'm excited. just got a notebook and some pens. Yep, only got it for about like $18.
Are you gonna use it at school or just keep it like at home?
I think I might just keep it at home.
Yeah.
A lot of really cool people out here. You don't hear really much of any news from Boston. I mean, it's just because it's a really professional city. Business-like professional city, which I really like. I think one day I actually might move up here to Boston. Because A, you don't really hear much of any news up in here, like nationally. And B, you know, it's really nice.
Coming down the bus, are you the same spot?
Like part of New York. That's why I like it.
Okay, great. We'll probably be down
I
in
like
maybe
how like
about 10
some
minutes.
streets have trees. It's like yes.
Okay, see you soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Everybody's starting to come out now. We're right back.